Hi, Deb here. Don't know why it's so dark, but I'm here to take you on a tour of Deb's doll room. Disclaimer, I was going to wait till this house was all neat and nice and dusted and arranged, and that's just not going to happen. I have also arthritis from my neck to my ankles, and now I have a case of bursitis, so getting around's not so great. I didn't want to put off the doll room tour any longer because I want, if you see something you'd like to see more of, I'd like you to tell me in comments, and of course in January you won't be able to do that. So please ignore the dust, and hopefully the rest of the video will be brighter. So here we go, let's get started. Before you get to the doll room, this is the room you see. I have dolls pretty much everywhere, but these are some of my movie star dolls and superhero dolls. And lots of books and DVDs. Here are two dolls that fell off the shelf, and I couldn't climb up and put them back before I did the video, so there they are. Maybe they just wanted a starring role, who knows. One moment. And here is a beautiful doll. I want to feature her sometime. My goodness, it's so dark. There's a story behind her, so sometime I will feature her. This is a Rusty doll. I've seen him as Rusty Hamer and another Rusty, and Linda Williams from the Danny Thomas Show. My one and only Lee Middleton. And I used to go to autograph shows too, and I forget what these sweet little girls are called, and here's some of my First Lady Bird, Jackie and Rosalind and Frankie. And many of these dolls you've seen in another video. Oops. Oh, I just stepped on something. Could you hear that? Okay. And down here are my royal dolls. I basically love everything British, and you can blame the Beatles for that. Here are my Little House on the Prairie dolls. A dear friend bought those for me, and she got them to benefit a charity. Oh, I just love them. President Kennedy. Mark Hamill. Huge fan of Mark Hamill. Huge fan of Paul McCartney. This is all before you get to the doll room, so I'm sure most of you understand this. Donny Osmond. Got him for my 50th birthday. Long time ago. Okay, now we're into the doll room. And my doll room is very small, and dolls are everywhere. Squeaky floors. I don't know if you can hear that. Here's my Jackie Kennedy paper doll. She's about 3 feet high. These are my mostly TV investigator dolls. And again, forgive the dust. Polly. Here are some of my Lucy dolls and my Dolls of the World. And this is just a collection of dolls that ended up together. Rosie O'Donnell, Maryland. A little NASCAR pit crew guy. And this guy, I featured him in a doll haul, and he is Ashton Drake. I forget what it's called. A man as good as his tools or something like that. It's one of my sweetheart dolls. My dad loved that doll. He would come up here and just look around. He said he always saw something different. Remember my monster dolls? There's where they go. More Dolls of the World. Some of these dolls have already been featured in my videos, and some are yet to star. And of course, you're still not seeing all the dolls I have because many of them are put away. It doesn't mean I don't love them. It just means I cycle them around as I go. Here's some more movie star dolls. These are dolls from movies. These are dolls. They start out as dolls, musical dolls. I don't know if you can see them all, but I'll be featuring them at some point in time. This is Michael Keaton. My brother bought him for me, just the head, and I can't find a body to put him on, so he's kind of a Michael Keaton Frankenstein. And these became a bit of a mishmash of dolls. Again, I love them equally. I just can't find room for everybody all at the same time, but they'll be featured eventually. And these dolls here are dolls I never thought I'd have, as far as Casey. Okay, some people don't realize I was at a doll museum and they didn't have this right. This is Twiggy. This is Casey. Essentially the same doll, but with different makeup. That's my little Penny doll from my childhood, and a Tammy. I used to have Tressie standing there. I don't know where I moved her. This is my Midge. Here's my NASCAR section with a sailor thrown in. Well, you don't throw a sailor in anywhere they don't want to be. There's Tressie. Some of my reproduction. In case you haven't picked up on this, I'm a big Jeff Gordon fan. So I have several Jeff Gordon dolls. Barbie for President. Forget what year that is. Okay. Here's one of my most recent acquisitions is a Chatty Cathy. Got her for a little over $3. Of course, she doesn't work, but that doesn't matter. I love her. Oh, very dark here, which is unfortunate because one of my most precious dolls of all is back in this corner, and you can't see her. This guy was my mother's doll, and this person here, my grandfather made that doll for me. Thumbelina. Right here is a combination of fictional characters and American leaders. These are fictional characters. I'll be featuring the Wizard of Oz dolls soon. These are my presidents and first ladies. More first ladies. That combines two of my loves, American history and dolls. Marilyn, you saw her recently. And here's where lots and lots of dolls are, and they'll be featured eventually. Star Wars shelf. I'm going to redo my Star Wars because that was one of my first videos and I wasn't very good at it. Not that I'm an expert now, but there's my F&B I just got for $3. And you saw some of my Christmas dolls. This is Martha Ann. She belonged to my aunt, and it's one of the most special moments of my whole life was when she gave me this doll, because it was her childhood doll, and I will always cherish her. Some dolls on the floor there. Oops, I stepped on, sorry. Couple new Christmas dolls that weren't in my Christmas videos, so just got those. I'm having trouble stepping back here, so C-3PO. There's some of the Indian dolls. They didn't all make the video, but they will eventually. Back in there are some of the old Disney dolls. Nothing new, just Snow White and Mary Poppins. Oh, I love Mary Poppins as a child. Laurel and Hardy and Charlie Chaplin. This Gone with the Wind section. And more Gone with the Wind. I'm going to do a Clark Gable special. Paul McCartney, Be Still My Heart. And this section in here is supposed to be television stars. But I will be featuring, of course you saw my hopefully saw my I Love Lucy. So, Molly has a story to share with you. Well, I'll share it. It's about Molly. She doesn't talk. She's shy. Miss Peeps was rescued. My sweet, sweet angel. A couple of compositions dolls here that I got really cheap. There's lots of dolls under there. And my darling Debbie, I should say. And that's it for right now. And let me know if there's something you want to... Sorry about the abrupt ending. Let me know if there's a doll you want to see featured in a video. I'll be glad to do that. Hopefully this turned out... I've never done a doll room tour before. And hopefully you were able to see most of the dolls. There's still a ton to see. There's back on the shelves over there. And so anyway, I hope you enjoyed the doll room tour. I will get better at this as I go. Please let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, and let me know if there's a doll that you caught a glimpse of and you would really like to see more of. I'd be happy to oblige. So thank you. Toodles.